Hello again, everybody! I have decided after the marginal popularity of my last video that, why not start recording the projects I do in the server, like I probably should have done since the beginning of the season. So today my plan is to work on what I'm calling my Verdigris beautification project, which is basically getting our little town sort of giving it more life. There's a lot in this place, but I want to add some more. There's some things that I have been meaning to add that I have had little time to add, and I've just sort of been working on. I want to add a tailor shop. I want to add a tavern, and I want to add a few other things across the way on the far island. Not the far island, there's across the bridge. I want to add some things on the crop farm side. So far, I have the tailor shop finished in terms of like where the build is. So that'll most likely be today's episode. And then the next episode might be working on the tavern. My voice is really not cooperating. So let's see how it goes. This is currently where I'm planning on having our little tailor shop. It's a mainly dark oak and terracotta, green terracotta look, and it's going to be pretty tall and have technically a facade of 2 stories, but just 1 story. So without further ado, let's get resource gathering. I have gathered all the materials that we are going to need for this build, as well as laid out the outline. So without further ado, let's get building. And just like that, a week later, the build is done. This one was a super fun build to work on and also finish. Apologies for no fun time lapse or, process of me making it. The replay mod didn't exactly turn out how I wanted it to. It ended up being super, super shaky and weird. So you get to see the final interior and exterior product immediately. Also, if I sound a lot better than I did, oh, there's a beast up there, a beast which I must kill. If I sound a lot better, it is a week later. I actually made that first video during my first week of school because I was extremely sick and had to miss my first week of classes. So I have been playing catch up ever since. Because I'm a college student and this is for funsies. So now what might be fun is working a little bit on the interior of the build. Also during this time, I took some time to completely overhaul my villagers. These villagers have kind of just been sitting down here. I've had this entire thing set up. And I think it's Impulse SV's villager breeder, and then sort of a curing thing of my own invention where you bring the villagers in, you flip the tracks around so that they can be hit by the zombie, and then flip them back in so that they can be cured. It is the easiest system I've been able to come up with. I've done villagers maybe 2 or 3 times now, and they're just a pain, so it's easy. But yeah, I've gotten quite a few villagers set up. A bunch of villager trade or library villagers, and then also, since we're really heavy into that sort of steampunk cowboy aesthetic, a bunch of masons for bricks, as well as cartographers for that sweet, sweet glass panes trade. If you don't know, you buy glass from librarians, turn it into panes, and then turn a huge profit. And then also during that time, I took some time to finally finish the bank's interior. If you have been following, the bank has been pretty empty, so now I will eventually probably stick armor stands or villagers in here. It will all depend on how hard villagers are to get upstairs. If you've worked with villagers before, you know that they're kind of hard to transport. It should be fine if they're in minecarts, but, it's a lot of them. But yeah, we've got some basic trades, some stone stuff, some banners, which I learned for the first time that you can get item frames from villager trades if you get lucky enough. So that is a sweet deal for me. I use a lot of item frames and will definitely take advantage of that this season. General village trades, we need a bunch of bookshelves. I will show off what Joka's been working on. Some glass stuff, bricks, lots of bricks for us here. Our emeralds, golden carrots, I'll add other stuff as I have more trades, but yeah, I'm really glad that a very simple interior. I will probably do something a little bit bigger for the tailor shop. But yeah, simple, functional, my favorite thing in an interior. As we know, our wonderful Joko has been working hard on this place. And as many of you know, Verde Cock Tower is one of their pride and joy. And it seems like they've added a cute path, which is super nice. I say as I'm about to be murdered. God, get inside. But look at this. Look at this majesty. Look at this beauty. 11 and a half stacks of bookshelves for this. And I know I supplied maybe 3 stacks. I don't know how the hell Joko got the rest of them. Probably just grinding. Actually, I should go check our sugarcane supplies. But look at the cute little axolotls. And I know there's fish in the top too. I wonder if we can go take a little peek-see. But yeah, gotta give Joko props. This took a lot of hard work to build. So, what's next? First, I'm going to finish the interior for the tailor shop, and then I'm going to put into motion working on a tavern. I mocked up one saloon design, but it was really basic and I didn't love it, so doing what I always do, like I did with another hub, time to do 10 million more designs until I like it. And interior is done. Time for the beautiful interior reveal. Look at this, lots of little details, I like this little, I don't know what to call it, like a fringe, a curtain. The paintings, lots of the stuff on display, and some of my stuff. I need to clean out my ender chest for real. And then you have your back area where you have all your stuff you're working on. I'm thinking that this is probably like primarily a dye shop for stuff to, people can come in and choose what they want their armor to be re-dyed to look like, and then this shop is very good at doing that. And actually, now that I say that, I think I want to add some cauldrons and maybe some more dyes. So let's do that real quick. And just like that, I've added in the dye areas. So now we've got our choices of dye in the back that could just be grabbed and, dunked in the water. And maybe this is where we have our armor waiting to be dunked in before it's left over here to be dried. I might add some more here, some quote-unquote just dried armor, while these are more of our finished pieces. But yeah, I'm really kind of happy with how this turned out. I might add some carpet as well, but all right, let's get on to working on the saloon. Having finished our beautiful tailor shop, it is time to set our sights on something a little bit different that I have maybe mentioned a few times throughout this video so far. We're going to build a tavern, or more accurately, we're going to build a brewery, because I maybe went through this design like 3 or 4 times, and I did not like it every single time. Some of them were too complicated, some of them were too basic, some of them I got started and could not even finish. So finally, I built one, and then it was way too big, so I scaled it down. Voila, we got a brewery. So I gotta real quick go gather some materials because it needs a lot of bricks. So I'm very glad that I have my villager set up that has bricks now. So I will gather some resources and see you in a minute. Materials, so many to gather. I first started by laying out some shulker boxes before grabbing some orange terracotta and paying my villagers a fair wage in order to get some bricks. This build used a lot of bricks, a lot of granite, a lot of terracotta. There was at one point where I thought that I had a bunch of granite. I fully left and went and tried to grab some. I gotta remember to restock all my resources. And yeah, copper's the worst. Copper takes forever to oxidize, and it's great. It looks really pretty, but it's so annoying to work with. Alright, I've successfully gathered up my materials, and it is time to start building. Not a ton of variety here. It's really kind of going to be sort of a basic steampunk build. I went for a very much similar palette to the steamboat over there, so let's get going. Let's get building. And the beautiful build is finished. And by finished, I mean still needs the skylight, still needs an interior, still needs a floor, still needs this extra detailing here that I forgot because my copper is oxidizing over there. Yeah, this one went up super easy to the point where I came on the server, was over here, Joko asked me if I was going to be scouting out a location. I told him yes, that I was working on a new build. He went to go do something else and then came back and was like, "You put up an entire build in a half an hour?" And I said, "Yes, because I am very good at Minecraft. AKA, I've learned a fun little thing you can do with Lightmatica that makes it much easier to build." And yeah, that looks so bad right now because I'm waiting for the copper that's over there to oxidize, but I will go clear out the crop farms really quickly, and hopefully when that's done, my copper will be finished oxidizing, and I can finish the exterior. I think I'm going to wait until next episode to do any kind of interior. I have some ideas, but between now and next episode, there's going to be some new faces on Untitled, so look out for that in the next few weeks. I say as this current video took me a month and an entire sickness to get through. So, yeah. King of keeping up. You know what? Honestly, I did very well. I work like a part-time job, and also I'm in college, and I'm still doing this at the same time. So I'm gonna give myself a little pat on the back for that one. Anyway, let's see if we can get this copper oxidized. I have severely overestimated how long it takes copper to age. So that's gonna be it for today's episode. Thank you for watching if you've made it this far. A bit of a shorter episode. Did take me a month. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, feel free to maybe punch that subscribe button as hard as you possibly can. Break it, smash it to bits right here. I bet you can't. Anyway, I am beyond tired. So if this makes no comprehensible sense, I'm sorry. And I'm especially sorry to whoever's editing this, aka me, later. Hopefully not later tonight. Go to sleep, you goddamn imbecile. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully next time we'll get into some interesting lore. Who is the wizard? Where did he come from? What's happening? What dark secrets does Verdigris hold? Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.